Welcome back again. Welcome back, GAT test takers. In this video, we're going to start our GAT preparation course. In this video, we're going to have an orientation, an introduction about a test, and number two, we're going to work on the analogy. As you know, Tala, GAT is a standardized test for admission into graduate programs. All right, and we have two sections: the verbal reasoning and the quantitative reasoning. Hands down, we're gonna work on the verbal section. Good. Uh, as I mentioned many times before, we have different types of question. The first type of question is called verbal analogy. And by the way, this is, you can say, the second most difficult one.
Yeah,
And
okay.
yeah, of course, and it needs a lot of practice. In the verbal analogy, sorry, you're asked to find relationship between word pairs. So analogy means the relationship between two unlike things. Let's look at the example here. You're given paint and brush. You're given a couple of words, and you're supposed to find the pair of words in the option that share the same relationship. But listen to me, the same relationship in the same order. This is really important. Same relationship in the same order. This is really important. For example, let's look at this example. Paint and brush. So paint and brush. This is a function, all right? And this is a tool. So we use a brush to paint. But look at me here. We're starting where with the function and then the tool. We need to choose a pair that share the same relationship. Let's look at the first one. Read, this is a function. And write, this is a function. No, so let's eliminate this one here. Dig, right? This is a function. I dig and make a hole, all right? And this is shovel. Shovel is a tool we use to dig. Brain, all right, this is a function. Yes, of course. A tool is not an idea, by the way. It's not a tool. Nope. Marker, it's okay. This is a function here. Or I'm sorry, it is a tool. And this is sheet. Yeah, of course. I think sheet is another tool, by the way. You don't have to make assumptions saying that, yes, we use a marker to write on a sheet. Okay, but here we don't have write. We have sheet. Okay, so what is the best option here?
Dig and shovel.
Yeah, perfect. Dig and shovel. So it's clear here, dig and shovel. So this is the first type of question. The second type of question here, the sentence completion. And don't worry, when we go to the analogy, we're going to talk in details. Number
Okay.
two, sentence completion. You're given a short paragraph, a couple of sentences, and you're given four options, and you're asked to choose the word which fits the context. For example, the scientist was admired, okay, in solving complex problems. So laziness, nobody is admired for something for his laziness. Creativity, this is possible. But here is the trick. You gotta make sure that all the answers or are all the other options are not do not fit the context here. Confusion, nobody is admired for his confusion. Fear, hands down, nobody is admired for his fear. So the right answer here is creativity. So the scientist was admired for her creativity in solving complex problems. This is a sentence completion. The third type of question here is a contextual error. In this question, you're given a short paragraph and you're asked to find the word that does not fit the context. Let's look at this example here. The happy child danced, laughed, and cried with excitement. If you look here, the sentence here, what is it about? What is it
A
about?
chart.
A child who's super happy. So he danced, laughed, but he can't cry, by the way. So this one here does not fit the context. This is called contextual error. The fourth type of the questions, which is which one is different, by the way, but let me tell you something. In the recent examinations, this type of question hasn't appeared, which is odd one out. You're given four options and you're asked to find which one does not fit, which one is different here. Rose is a flower, lily is a flower, tulip is a flower, Chair is not a flower. This is a piece of furniture. But this question hasn't appeared in recent examinations. But anyways, we're going to include it in our preparation course. And now let's move to the Holy Grail. Students usually see analogy as the Holy Grail or the most difficult one, but I see reading comprehension. Reading comprehension, yeah, you're lucky if you have a reading comprehension that you're familiar with. You're given a short or you're given a passage and you're asked 5 questions or 6 questions about this passage. For example, the sun provides energy for plants, sun energy for plants, and which in turn provide food for animals. So here, what is the main source of energy in the cycle? Hands down, animals, sun, plants, or water? What do you think?
It's the sun.
Sun, of course. You don't have to make assumptions sometimes because it's not mentioned here. I know that water is a source of life, but actually it's not mentioned here. And my piece of advice for you when it comes to the reading comprehension, you don't have to translate each word. I will give you a trick that will save your time and help you spot the answer easily. So this is what you need actually. Practice consistently. By the way, we have armory of questions, reservoir of questions. And by the way, we don't give all our trainees the same questions. So if you have the time, go ahead. All right. So, send me. I have some time. We can work. I can give you many tests, a full model exams. We can have practice on separate sections. So we have a lot of questions. Don't worry. If you have the time, if you have the appetite for doing a lot of questions, please send me, and I'm going to send you a lot of questions. Manage your
Okay.
time. This is something that you need to work on. How to get the answer in the shorter way and use all the resources available. We have drills on a specific section. For example, after our class today, I'm going to send you 100 analogy question. We have online tools. For example, we have mini tests. You're going to do one after the class. And we have practice tests, full tests. You can do them every uh, twice a week or something like that. You need to understand the test format. Can you tell me quickly how many questions are there? How many questions? Analogy, all right? Bella, can you hear me? Am I,
Yeah, yeah,
am I coming through okay? All right.
yeah, yeah,
So we have analogy, right?
yeah.
And number two, we have sentence
Okay.
completion, and we have contextual adder, and
Yeah.
odd one out or relationship and difference, and reading comprehension. As I mentioned before, in today's session, we're going to work and we're gonna double down on the analogy. The analogy, it's about relationship between words. The first step to do this question effectively, read the pair of words that are given in the question and build the analogy sentence. Sometimes you have to do this, but in other times you can do it so quick. You don't have to waste all your time. For example, butter and bread. What is the relationship between butter and bread? So here the relationship butter, all right, spreads on bread. This is what we spread, and this is what we spread on. So here,
Okay.
if you look at the pair paint and wood, yes, of course, paint is spread on wood to give it a color. But listen up, this is a trick. The same, you gotta choose the same kind of relationship and the same order. If you have wood and paint, I would never choose that because wood here is what is painted on, and paint is what is painted. So I need the same order and the same relationship. Clear?
Yes.
We have different relationship between words. All right. For example, the first relationship you don't have to memorize as long as you're able to build the analogy sentence. Things that go together, like bread and butter. Bread and butter, yeah, bread goes with butter. Okay, like bread and jam, like ketchup and hamburger. Number two, antonyms, opposites, like hot and cold. For example, hot is the opposite of cold. Can you give me an example of antonyms? Ella, give me an
Morning and night.
perfect. Morning and night. Morning and night. Good job. Morning and night. This is number two. So here are things that go together. Antonyms, synonyms, like big and large. Big means the same as large. All right? They're synonyms, similar meanings, the same meaning. Can you give me an example? Can you give me an example of
Small
synonym?
and tiny.
Small and tiny. All right, good. Small and tiny. Maybe tiny is a smaller degree, but anyway, it is small. All right, small and tiny. And number four, object and its a classification. Like apple, an apple is an apple is a type of fruit. Like, for example, a kangaroo is a marsupial. Marsupials are animals that have pouches, that have bags. Can you give me an object and its a classification? Huh.
A stove and kitchen, maybe?
We can say spoon, not kitchen. This is a place. A spoon and cutlery. You know cutlery? Like a spoon, like a
Yeah, yeah.
knife. Yeah. Okay. Spoon and cutlery. All right. Anyway, I have some vocabulary for the classification of all the words, so I can send them to you. All right.
Yeah.
So this is called classification, the group here. Okay. All right. A spoon and cutlery. That's wonderful. A car is a vehicle. All right. Car is a vehicle. Okay. Earth is a planet. Okay. Sometimes we have object and a group of it. For example, a wolf. A wolf is a pack of wolves. What is a pack? This is a group of wolves. Like, what do we call a group of fish? You know?
Cool.
School. Yeah, perfect. School of fish. School of fish. All right. So this is the collective noun or the group. Object and related objects. Like, for example, mother is related to a baby. A mother is related to a baby. Like a teacher is related to S T U
Students.
student. Perfect. Student. All right. An object and a characteristic. And by the way, this is one of the most common analogy question that appear in the examination. Like gold is shiny. A spy, a spy is
Yeah.
clandestine. Clandestine. Clandestine means secret. I think this question, I saw this question in one of the recent examination, right? So a spy should be clandestine. I mean secretive. So this is the object and this is one of its characteristic. A line, object, and its location. Where can you find the line? You can find the line in a zoo. It's okay. Can you give me an example of the
You
same
can find a
relationship?
car in a garage.
Yeah, car in a garage. That's a good thing. Perfect. An object and part of the whole. And this is, you can say, the first or the most common analogy question. Like this is a whole book and pages. So this is whole and part of whole. And sometimes we have the opposite, as you know, that sometimes we have part, all right, and the whole first. It depends on the pages are part of a book. But here we have the whole first and then the part. Can you give me an example? Like piano.
Piano
Piano,
and keys.
perfect. Piano and keys. 10, object and its function. You remember a shovel and dig, pen and write, a mobile phone and call. 11, A performer and action. For example, a teacher, teach. A singer, sing. All right. Sometimes you have steps in a process. For example, cook and serve. Cook is the first step. All right. Serve is the last step in the cooking process. Serve. Okay. This is the last step in the cooking process. Have you got an example in your mind?
No.
All right. So here, pack your bags when you travel. I pack my bags before I travel. Cause and effect. This is also a common relationship in examination. Fire causes burn, all right? We study to learn, or we explore to discover. I am trying to give you an example that appear in examination, by the way. Discover,
Okay.
all right? Explore things to discover them. So here is a summary. All right, can you read the summary, please? You read, Tala.
I read out loud.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Things that go together. Common pairs like bread and butter.
Good.
Antonyms is the opposite, like hot and cold. Synonyms is similar meanings, like big and large. Object and classifications. One is a type of the other. Example, fruit, apple and fruits. Object and group. One belongs to a group, like wolf and pack. Object and related object is naturally connected, like mother and baby. Object and characteristics. Quality of the object, gold and shiny. Object and location, where it is found, like lion and zoo. Object and part of the whole, one is part of the other, like book and page. Object and function, purpose, purpose or use, like pen and write. Performer and action, who does the action, teacher and teach. Steps in a process, order of action, like cook and serve. Cause and effect, one leads to other, like fire and burn.
Good job. That's wonderful. All right, now let's practice. In this session, you're going to do 10 questions. So to make things exciting, I divided them into a groups of 10. All right. So your
Okay.
job here is to get the full mark in each group. All right. Let's get started.
Yeah.
If you would like to build the analogy sentence, it's okay. You say butter is a pork. All right. But now the
Yeah.
floor is yours. The first group. Let's go.
Butter and bread is going to be paint and wood.
That's wonderful here. So butter, by the way, covers bread like paint covers wood. Good. Two.
Shelf and bookcase is going to be key and piano.
Perfect. So part of a shelf is part of a bookcase, right? We need to have the same relationship. All right.
Scale and weight is going to be size and area.
Side and area. Okay. Can you build the analogy relationship here? We, okay. A scale. Build the analogy sentence. A scale. All right.
We use a scale to
Yeah, to
measure the weight.
measures weight.
Weight.
Good job. Do we use size to measure an area?
No.
No. Yes, of course. So here we use a yardstick to measure length. A yardstick, I think it's a stick here that's used to measure especially farmlands. All
Okay.
right. All right.
Yeah.
Four. Ah, come on, hurry up. Four.
Wait. Watermelon and fruit is gonna be uh A.
Color and leash. Okay, let's build an analogy sentence. What is the relationship here? A watermelon
Watermelon is a type of
is a
fruit.
type of fruit. Okay. So type of fruit. Like is a color a type of leech?
No.
Nope.
Is it
Is
D?
yeah, it is Dalmatian. Yeah, Dalmatian here. This is a kind of canine, right? Five.
Okay.
Right.
Foot and skateboard is gonna be pedal and bicycle.
That's wonderful. Pedal and bicycle. Feel free to build the analogy sentence. For example, a foot propels or moves a skateboard. We push a skateboard, yeah, propels. So a foot propels a skateboard like a pedal, all right, moves and pushes a bike. Stretch and extend.
Shake and tremble.
Yeah, here they're synonym, the same meaning, like shake and tremble. Good. Seven.
Shields and arrows gonna be umbrella and raindrops.
Shields and like, right, umbrella and raindrops. Shields, by the way, protects us from arrows, like umbrella protects us from raindrops. Starving and hungry.
Depressed and sad.
Yeah, the presence out here. Starving here is a higher degree of hunger. So this is called intensification. Hungry, I'm hungry, but when I'm starving, I'm dying of hunger, like depressed and sad, right? So this is called
Yeah.
intensification. This is a higher degree of hunger. Good, perfect. Raymond picture.
Fence and backyard.
So here, a frame surrounds a picture, like a fence surrounds backyard. Scratch, I'm sorry, search and find.
Explore and discover.
Perfect. We search to find, so explore to discover. Okay, let's see the first punch or the first group of word. One, two, three. Okay, you get 7 out of 10. You're very close. Let's go to the second group.
Concert and audience is gonna be game and spectators.
Yeah, perfect. So here, audience attends concerts like like spectators attend a game. Pharmacy and drug.
Bakery and bread.
Good. We buy pharmacy. A pharmacy sells drugs, like a bakery sells bread. Good. Perfect. 13.
Layer in a tire.
Layer
Is it
and
chapter and
tier.
verse?
Layer and tier. It's okay. It is okay.
Yeah.
So let's build a relationship here. Build the analogy sentence. Layer. What is a layer? They're synonyms, the same meaning. All right. But chapter, this is whole, and verse, this is part. The right answer is section and segment. Both means parts. All right. So tier, a layer of something. Let's go. 14.
Metropolitan and urban. Autumn and harvest.
So metropolitan and urban. What did you say? Again, please.
Autumn and harvest.
Autumn and harvest. Okay, so what is the relationship here? Metropolitan is a synonym or describes urban areas. They are both related to city life. So is autumn describes harvesting?
No.
Nope. Look at this one here, bucolic and rural. Okay, whenever you come up with a new word, please write it down. What is
Okay.
bucolic? Bucolic here, bucolic means rural areas, like the countryside. So bucolic describes rural areas, the countryside. But metropolitan describes urban areas, like city. Okay, I like the metropolitan life in Riyadh. I like urban life in Riyadh. Bucolic, rural. All right,
Yeah.
bucolic, rural. Teacher,
Teacher in school is going to be judge and courthouse.
good. This is place, judge, and courthouse. Car and gasoline.
Bicycle and feet.
Yeah, good job. Don't forget to make sure that the other options are do not fit the context here, right?
Yeah.
Radio and television.
Is it ear and eye?
Perfect. A radio is an auditory device, but television needs eyes. Good. Good job, Tala. Coupler and shoe.
Is it contractor and building?
Sorry, what did you say?
I said contractor and building.
Perfect. A coupler fixes or makes shoes, like a contractor makes buildings. Okay, some students actually get confused with this one. A mason and a stone. A mason is a builder, somebody who builds houses, but he doesn't make stones. He uses stones. That's why B does not fit the context here, right? Interest and obsession. Wow. For example, in the beginning, for me, teaching was one of my interests, but now it's become obsession.
Is it dream and fantasy?
Dream and fantasy. Perfect. Our dream, when we think a lot about our dream, we become obsessed by them. Good job. Perfect. All right. 20.
Car and headlight is going to be tree and branch.
So car and headlight, this is hollow part, like tree and branch. Wow, good. Let's look at the second bunch, the second group. Two mistakes. Good. Good progress here. 7, and this is 8 out of 10. Let's move to the third group. Slap stack and laughter.
Horror and fear.
Good job. Slap stack is a type of comedy that includes pushing and kicking and punching. All right. I'm not sure if you know Charlie Chaplin. Chaplin did some kind of comedy which includes kicking and moving and pushing and making people laugh. So this is here. Cause and effect. Like horror movies cause fear. All right. Door and hinge. A door swings on the hinge.
Door and a hinge is going to be root and soil.
A root and soil. So what is it? We said this is whole and this is part. So root, is it the whole here? Nope.
No.
So wheel and axle. This is the wheel, you see, and this is the axle here, right?
Yeah.
Wheel and axle here. Look here, hinge. A door swings on its hinge. You know the hinge?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Which means mufassala. Yeah, all right. Like a wheel, by the way, rotates. on its axle. All right, up and down.
It's gonna be boy and girl.
Good job. They're opposite here. Song and verse,
Puzzle and piece.
puzzle and piece. That's a good thing here. A verse is part of a song. Right? Verse is part of a song, like piece is part of a puzzle. Locusts and swarm. By the way, this is a group.
Yeah, it's gonna be fish and school.
Yeah, fish in school. All right. Pamphlet and book.
Is it road and path?
So you said uh, road and path. So can you build the analogy sentence here? What is a pamphlet? A pamphlet,
The
a smaller book. A pamphlet is a smaller book, right? So is a road a smaller path? Nope. Is paper a smaller sheet? Nope. Is a giant a smaller dwarf? Nope. Is a shop or a store a smaller than a mall?
yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So this one is the answer. Exercise to give fatness.
Read and knowledge.
Good job. We exercise to enjoy fatness, like we read to get knowledge. Good job, Della. 28. Injury and accident. Here we have effect first, but here we have cause.
Cloud and evaporation.
A cloud and evaporation. So do we have cloud because of evaporation? I second that. Perfect. So this is the effect. After evaporation, we get clouds. Presence and absence.
Optimist and pessimist.
Good job. Optimist and pessimist. Egg novel. So this is its characteristic.
Dice and a cube.
Yeah, perfect. Your dice is cube. All right. I think here you got two mistakes too. 8. That's a good thing. Let's move to the third group. This is the third group, fourth group. Question 31 to 40. Beam and ray. So what is beam? It is a bunch of rays.
Music and a beat.
Uh, music and the beat. Is music a bunch of beats? And the beat here is a rhythm, but music is a bunch of notes, not beat. The beat
There's
is how
tone and
fast
hue.
the music is. Tone and hue. This is the one here. The tone here, I mean the color. So the
Yeah.
purest form of color is called hue. So tone is a mix, all right, a mixture of hues. All right. Never get tempted, by the way. Make sure that the relationship is good. Maybe they're related, but not the same relationship. I know that beats are related to music, but music consists of notes, music and notes. I mean, like that and things like that.
Yeah.
Eyes and look in. So this is the object and its function.
Nose and smelling.
Perfect. Rocket and trajectory. 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 You see the muscles, they have a specific trajectory.
Is it bus and route?
Perfect. Weather and cold. This is one characteristic of the weather.
Gold and shine.
Perfect. Golden shine. Convict and guilty. They're synonyms. Or a convict is guilty.
Is it the parachutes and heavy?
Parachute is heavy. It doesn't have to be heavy, by the way. We got a better one. There's a better one, by the way.
Clock and digital?
No, can be digital. This is too broad. A clock does not have to be digital, by the way. A watch can be digital.
Film and lengthy?
Why are you choosing every incorrect answer? It is a rainforest and lush. Lush mean has a lot of vegetation. All right,
Yeah, yeah.
lush here. Write it down, please. Lush greenery and cultivated fields. This is a rainforest. All right, 36.
Valid and illegitimate?
Legitimate. Yeah, perfect. Illegal. Illegitimate means illegal. Legitimate. So here, they're opposites. So valid and legitimate are opposites too. Good, perfect. Hirsch and I.
Is it
Okay.
fabricate and lie?
Yeah, fabricate and lie. Both, they're synonyms. Ballad and song.
Is it mammal and animal?
Perfect, because ballad, okay, it's a type of slow romantic song. So what is a ballad? A ballad is a slow and romantic song. So here, a mammal that gives babies is an animal. Bun and hamburger, things that go together. You know, this is a hamburger. We have the upper bun. We good. We have the hamburger and the filling here. This is the lower bun.
Theater and script?
Um, so theater and script. Theater, this is the place, and the script mm, is a theater. Part of the script. This is the theater. I think the relationship here is not straight. The script is something that the actors read on a theater. So we have a better relationship. The relationship between both are twisting. I need a straight one. Windshield is part of a
A
core.
car.
Yeah, all right. Windshield is part of a core. Don't choose twisting relationships. Clarify and obscure.
Acquire and dispose?
Dispose. Yeah, perfect. They're opposites. Acquire and dispose. Here, how many mistakes? One, two, three. All right, seven again. I'm sure that when you're given good time to do this type of question, you will make it very well. All right. Conclusion is part of the essay. Conclusion and essay.
Scene is part of a scene and play.
Good. Scene is part of the plane. Fame and obscurity. There-
Sorrow and joy.
Sorrow and joy. They're antonyms here. Epidemic is what is spread. You know, epidemic is the disease or the virus, that's what is spread. This is one of its quality. It's characteristic. Choose the best one. The most accurate analogy relationship.
Island and lonesome.
Uh, Island, all right? And lonesome, it doesn't have to be like that all the time, by the way. Some people live on islands. It's not an exile. You know what I mean? Some people like it so much to live on an island. So it doesn't have to be lonesome all the time, by the way. An island can be private. An island can be uh, exciting. There's a better one here. A case of emergency is
It's
always
urgent.
urgent. Yeah, so here this is too broad. Yes, same time living on an island is lonesome. But some people, we have a lot of places that have got islands of people like the Canaries. I'm sure that if you go and live in on the Canaries, it's not gonna be lonesome.
Yeah.
Okay, nope. Life jacket and boat.
Seatbelt and plane.
Yeah, see the yeah, we can find this here. Life jacket. It's on a boat. All right, seatbelt on the plane. Veins. This is a place where blood circulate. This is the object and this is its function.
Ornaments and decorate.
Perfect. In Ramadan, people use a lot of ornaments to decorate their houses. Assassination and murder.
Beverage and drink.
Beverage is beverage. A type of drinks. They're the same meaning, by the way. Assassination, this is a type of murder.
Oh,
A type of murder. A form, yeah, a form of assassination is murdering. So this is not the same meaning. It's a type of it. Like relay and race. All right. Can you write this word, please?
yeah.
All right. So here, relay, it's it's a group of people or animals engaged in a task or activity for a period of time. All right. Next, island. All right. 47.
Yeah. Is it article in newspaper?
So here, so there, this is part of whole. Our archipelago, this is a group of islands. Group of islands. Extensive group of islands. Right? Like an article, a newspaper includes a bunch of articles. All right, so this is a whole and this is part. Patience is a virtue. Patience and virtue.
Currency and credit.
Currency. Patience is a virtue. Is currency a credit? It's not a credit. A virtue is a good or honorable trait or virtue. So patience is virtue. Currency is credit? Nope. Patience is a form or is a virtue, by the way. It means fadila. Like denial is a reaction. Denial is a type of reaction because we have different reactions. Like we have different virtues, like honesty, for example, like generosity. Good,
Yeah.
good. Devastated and damaged.
Unusual and weird.
So here, unusual and weird. Good. Next.
Filament and light bulb is maybe wick and candle.
So here, yeah, the wick candle. Filament is part. You see, this is the light bulb. You see. So this part, yeah. So like a candle, this is the wick. So part of whole. Good job. You're very good with part of whole. Uh, let's see. I think here, one, two, three, four. You got a six here. Good. But right? You gain some new words. Look at the words. Put them down. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to group number six. Carnival and entertainment.
Encyclopedia and information.
Good job. By the way, a carnival provides people with entertainment like encyclopedia. Encyclopedia provides people with information, right? Encyclopedia provides people with information, like Carnival provides people with entertainment. Provisional, and permanent.
Moderate and extreme.
Perfect. Moderate, they're antonyms, by the way. Something that's provisional, it's temporary, right? Transient, عابر, مؤقت. But permanent here, something that here to stay. So like moderate is the opposite of extreme. Corrupt and morals. So this is a person, and this person, L, morals. What is L? Lack. A corrupt person or a corrupt lacks morals.
Rude and intelligence.
Good job. Rude is a rude person lacks intelligence. Maybe a rude person lacks decency, not intelligence. By the way, most of the rude people are smart. Ruthless and mercy. Ruthless means cruel. A ruthless person is a person who shows no mercy. Clear? It's not necessarily true that rude people lack intelligence. Nope.
Okay.
Democracy and government. By the way, Atala, I think that you've been doing great, but there's only one thing that you need to give attention. You gotta eliminate other answers. This
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can see that this mistake or this weakness prevents you from getting the full mark. All right. This is the only I keep you under my radars, and this is the only thing that I have noticed so far. That you don't read other options. Whenever you get an answer, you take it quickly and that's it. Nope. Make sure that other options are not correct. We can eliminate, all right? Eliminate. Talented person lack skill. Nope. A fortunate person lacks money? Nope. So here you gotta compare. Rude people are lack intelligence? Maybe, but they lack something else. Okay, ruthless people lack mercy? Yes, of course. We don't have other options. There isn't anything else that they lack. Democracy and government.
Tribe and family.
Okay, tribe is a tribe a type of family? A tribe
Storm and blizzard.
is a storm,
And blizzard, yeah.
a type of blizzard. Blizzard. Hmm. Blizzard. Can you find something better? A
Sonnet
sonnet
and poem.
is a poem. Yeah, a sonnet is a poem. Yeah, B actually, it is in the wrong order. A blizzard is a type of storms. It's a snowy storm. It's a storm that's accompanied by snow. So this one good relationship, but wrong order. All right.
Yeah,
The order here is not correct. It's wrong. If it were blizzard and a storm, okay, because we have the type first. All right.
yeah,
So here, this is a type, and this is a part, and this is a whole. But this is a whole, and this is a part. So here, sonnet is a type of poems. Cowardly, brave,
foolish and wise.
cowardly and brave are opposite, like foolish, lacks wise. Buckle and belt, part of whole. Part of whole.
Month and year.
Month is part of the year. I second that. Okay. Blizzard and storm.
Boat and submarine.
Is a boat a type of submarine? Nope. Look here. I have the port first. The port first. And this is a storm. This is the categorization. This is the classification. So is a boat classified as a submarine?
No,
Is a radio classified a television?
no,
Is an organization classified a party?
no.
Is a novelist classified as a writer?
Yes.
Of course, that's it. All right, a carnivore eats meat.
Herbivore and plants.
That's it. Good. Honest and sincere, like
Solitary and alone.
solitary and alone. Perfect. A solitary person is alone. Like an honest person is sincere. Academy, and this is the purpose of the academy to educate people. My academy is called Ivy English Academy.
Jail and imprison.
Good job. Jail is a place to imprison people. So here, how many mistakes here? One, two, three. Good. Your lucky number, 7. You know what? You got 3 sevens so far. 2 8s, 1 6. All right, let's go. Question group number 7, rectangle and shape. Am I coming through okay?
Yeah, is it deer and antelope?
Deer, all right, and antelope, nope. Try again.
Assault and crime?
That's it. Is assault is a type of crime that involves harming another person's body. This is an assault. That's why when somebody attacks another one in America, they say that this is an assault, right?
Yeah.
Why did you choose this pair? The first one, deer an antelope. It looks like a deer, but
Yeah.
it's got horns. A mammal like a deer, but with horns and long thin legs, right? It is a type of it. But rectangle, so these are different creatures. So here rectangle, this is a shape, but an antelope is a deer, the opposite. I told you many times, the same what? The same order. If it were antelope and deer, it's okay, we would take it,
Okay.
right? All right, the same order, please, the same order. Success and failure. So look here, they're antonyms, right? But the positive one is before the negative one. You got in mind the order. It's really important.
Virtue and evil?
Good job. Positive, negative. Scribe, a scribe is a person. This is a person, and this is his function. He writes.
A watchman and guard?
A watchman and guard. Perfect. I am sure that he will get line in this one. Cat is a feline. So it's a classification. No.
Book and novel?
A book is a novel. Do all books are novels? Do all books are novels?
No.
They can be novels. They can be biography, autobiography. Yeah, a blunder is a mistake. A blunder. What is a blunder? Write it down, please. Write it down. A blunder is a serious mistake. Just right, usually caused by not taking care or thinking. So this is a blunder. A blunder is a serious mistake. We get different types of mistakes, by the way, but this is a serious mistake caused by lack of attention. Clear?
Yeah.
Good job. So here I can't because a cat is a feline. Like a blunder is a mistake. Mistake, this is a classification. Happy and pastime. Monarch, em king, president.
It's emperor and leader?
Yeah, emperor and leader. All right, good. Ambitious and lazy.
Friendly
Ambitious,
and gregarious.
uh, ambitious and lazy. They're antonym here, right?
Yeah,
So, so an ambitious person is a person who works hard to achieve his dream. Nope. You know what I mean, gregarious? What?
no.
So why do you choose a? This is a suicide.
Insecure and confident.
Insecure and confident. They're opposite here. It is clear, right?
Yeah,
Gregarious here is a person who enjoys the company of others. They're, you can say that they're synonyms. It's okay. So never choose the option that you're not familiar with its meaning. Don't take it for granted, but is more, this one is more guaranteed than that one. And
yeah.
secure is a person who's not confident. But here there's synonyms. Carefree,
Carefree and worries.
carefree is a chill guy with no worries. Like it's a clear. So carefree lacks, doesn't have worries.
Ignorant and knowledge.
Ignorant is a person with no knowledge. Pipe and water. So pipes conduct water inside them.
Vein and blood.
Vein, yeah, conducts blood. Good, perfect. Cruel and kind.
Vicious and aggressive.
Vicious and aggressive, hands down. Square and quadrilateral. Square is has got four sides. So when a shape has got four sides, we say that it is quadrilateral. Quadrilateral,
Rifle and weapon.
super teller. You made my day. You're in lucky number today. One, two, three. Yeah, seven. You like number seven, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got a student. She's she's having a class with me. She's having a course with me, but she lives in America. She's coming to do the examination next week, and she gets a 21. This is her lucky number, and all the mini tests is 21, 21, and 21, 21. All right. Now let's move to 71 to 80. Clumsy is a person with no grace.
Doubtful and faith.
Good job. Doubtful is a person with no faith. Good. Yeah. All right. I am sure that you're going to get 10 this time because good beginnings make good ends. But slow down, please.
Okay.
Permanent and temporary, or temporary, like Americans.
Skeptical and trusting.
Perfect. Skeptical is a person, all right, trusting the opposite ideas here. Good. I told you, good beginnings make good ends. Rain and precipitation. Precipitation can be rain, can be snow, can be ice, can be droplets. Good. This is an incredible level of concentration.
Salmon and seafood.
Salmon. Yeah, salmon is a type of seafood. Good, perfect. Couch and furniture. A couch is a piece of furniture.
Knife and cutlery.
Perfect. I am sure gonna make it. You're very close. Insult and humiliate. Insult causes humiliation.
Shoot and kill.
Perfect. Shoot and kill. Right? Engine and car. Engine and car.
Is it lens and microscope?
Yeah, perfect. Lens is part of the microscope. All right, butcher and meat. A butcher is somebody who sells meat.
A baker sells bread.
That's it. Perfect. You're very strong will. When you do something, you get it. Obscene, inappropriate. Don't worry. By the way, eliminate.
Is it spotless and clean?
Here, it is spotless and clean. Perfect. Obscene is something that's not appropriate. It's very inappropriate, obscene. So like spotless, something that's very clean. Yeah, you're almost there. Positive and negative. Positive and negative.
Clean and filthy?
That's it, clean and filthy. The last one, cigarette, unhealthy. So it is one of its characteristic. Ah, come
A
on.
sin and immoral?
San and immoral. Yeah, that's wonderful. You got 10 out of 10. Wow, you're a big feather in my cap. All right, here's a
Thank
gold,
you.
here's a star. All right, if you get 10 in the first time, people say that you might luck out. But if you get it again, so you earn it. Try it again. Helmet, and this is where it's worn. So,
Mask and face?
yeah, mask. is worn on the face. So good beginnings make good ends.
Gasoline and fuel.
So sewing, it's gasoline is a type of fuel. Sewing is a craft. Accident and its characteristic.
Villain and evil.
Yeah, villain and evil. A characteristic of a villain is evil. Trivial and importance. Trivial and importance.
Invisible and sight.
Good job. Trivial, all right. This is something that's not important, all right. But a trivial thing is something that lacks importance, okay? But invisible something that lacks sight, you know what sight is the ability to see.
Yeah.
But here, it's not invisible. It should be blind. Blind is somebody who lacks sight. But invisible is something that's hidden. So we got a better one here. Familiar thing is a person that lacks novelty. You know novelty? Novelty means genuity,
Yeah.
originality. So this is a better one, right? I know that invisible related to sight, but invisible things, all right, are not things that lack sight. Invisible things are things that are hidden. We cannot see them. But I'm not blind, by the way. For example, we can see ghosts. We can see the Satan because it's invisible. But I'm not blind. I don't lack sight. I can see other things, right? So do your best.
Yeah.
Number one, choose a pair that shows the same relationship in the same order. And your second problem, ear, or your second area of weakness, you need to care about accuracy. Choose the most accurate relationship. Don't get tempted by the choice you might think it's correct. Ask yourself, is or on invisible things here, or if something is invisible, it lacks eyesight? No, it's invisible because like gases, we can see gases by the way, because they're invisible. Expert and skill. An expert is a skilled person. Look here, I left you a no. And a student is intelligent. Nope. I have very lazy students in my class.
Yeah. Is it fanatic and
And that's a
enthusiastic?
fanatic and enthusiastic. Yeah, I was watching the news and I think Netanyahu was talking about Iran, and he said that the Iranian became so fanatic about making an atomic bomb. Fanatic, so enthusiastic about it. All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Liar and honesty. Ah, tell her. What
Yeah,
have
I
you?
said fool or wisdom.
Yeah, full lacks wisdom. Downpour, rain. Downpour is heavy rain. Yeah, what did you say? Downpour is heavy rain. Like, okay. So downpour is heavy rain. What did you say?
Blizzard and
Blizzard. Yeah,
blizzard and
blizzard.
snow.
Snow. Perfect. Weather magical. A weather and a characteristic of a weather that is magical. Like, uh-huh. A weather is magical. So this is a person, and this is one of one of his characteristics.
King and royal.
Perfect. Kings and monarchs are royal. Misfortune is a person who lacks luck. It is clear they're opposite ideas here.
Victory and defeat.
That's it. Perfect. Verse, a song. A verse is part, song is whole.
Core and apple.
That's again the core is the inner part of the apple. Good, good, good. 9 is not bad. That's a good thing. 9 out of 10. Now let's make it again. Make it again, all right? The last group. What did you say? Am I coming through okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just still thinking.
No, no, no. Don't get tempted by this one and that one.
Hill and mountain.
Nope. It's impossible. Is a hill a type of mountain?
No.
Hills and mountains have different features. All right? They have different features. And sport and football, this is the wrong order. And lamp is not part of light bulb. Wrong order. The right one here is a helicopter. It is a type of aircrafts. All right?
Yeah.
Wool. Wool, this is a material and this is a source.
Leather and cows.
Perfect. We get leather from cows. Pebble, a smaller a smaller form of stones.
Minnow and fish.
Yeah, minnow. Minnow is small fish. Newspaper.
Game and entertain.
Uh, so game, and this is the purpose. Perfect. All right. Bus and automobile. A bus, by the way, is a type of automobile. Is like
Tiger and animal.
tiger in animal. Hidden, covered. Something that's covered is hidden. There's synonym here, like cover. When we cover something, we hide it.
Feminine and ladylike.
Yeah, feminine and ladylike. Perfect. Feminine and ladylike. A bluff intention. Take your time.
Disguise and appearance.
Yeah. Bluff here. The function of a bluff is to hide one's true intention. So this is a bluff, hide intention. Like disguise. When we disguise, all right, we hide our appearance. Game and spectators.
Opera and audience.
Good. Opera and audience. This is here the program, or this is the event, and this is the people who go there. Pain is a type of sensation.
Excitement and emotion.
Excitement is a type of emotion. And the last one, their opposites.
Selfish and generous.
Selfish and generous. That's a good thing. And that's for the analogy here. Good. Selfish and generous. Good job. You got 9 here. So the average is 9, 9, 10, 10, 110. The average is 9. That's a good thing. That's wonderful. And that's it for the analogy. All right. Thank you very much.